Hello everybody, this is Tenacious Earl on the Tabletop Baseball channel with another installment of the Tenacious Baseball League version 2.0. This is going to be game number 60 in this project. This is 60 on the way to 270, so if you do the math, that's 2/9, which is going to be, what, just a little over 20% done, which is kind of neat. So you gotta keep in mind some of those milestones that you hit. So hello Derek. This is gonna be the Marlins and the Angels. So Marlins are 7-5 going into this 5th series, game 1 of it. Angels are 5-7. Hello Larry, hello Tribe fan. So gonna try something here with one of the lineups, so you have to give me a little bit of license. We've got the situation where we're taking AL teams and shoving them into an NL situation. So in my mind, one of the things that the manager could do is to try and shoehorn a guy into a position that he doesn't belong, and that's what we're going to do here tonight, especially with the Marlins going with Justin Nicolino, who is a lefty. So you've got a lot of power in the Angels lineup that is right-handed, and so trying to get that into the lineup, we're going to try that tonight and see how that works out. We've tried that a little bit with Detroit, trying to squeeze Cabrera and Victor Martinez. Trouble is how do you get Castellanos in there too? So you kind of get hamstrung into leaving somebody out, and someone's not going to get some chances. So anyway, that's the game. So for the Angels, it'll be Matt Shoemaker, the guy who's pretty much pitched like their ace last year, I would say. I guess Nolasco, after he came over from the Twins, was pretty good too, but Shoemaker was kind of their tried and true guy throughout the season, even though we started out with Hector Santiago as the first pitcher. Shoemaker's kind of the guy that was their Mr. Reliable, it would seem. So, all right, Marlins on the road. It's funny, you could tell that it was scheduling done by a computer and not like any thought to travel or anything like that, because the Marlins, they went west to play Oakland and San Diego in 2 series, and they came home to face Detroit, and now they're back out in LA. So take that for what you will. And so the lineup for the Marlins: Prado at third, Dietrich second base, Yelich in left, Stanton right field, Bohr first base, Real Muto catching, Ozuna center field, Hechavarria short, and Nicolino pitching, facing Matt Shoemaker. I'm going to try and do another kind of quick throughput game here. So just if I don't do a lot of setting the table for why I'm doing certain things, I hope you're not too put off by that, but just trying to keep things moving along here. So Shoemaker, a righty, will go up against Prado, a righty, to lead off the game here. In average conditions at Angel Stadium, singles are 2s, home runs are 6s. So 410 against a right-hander. Catcher X. 2E2 for Perez. And that's going to be a foul out. So 1 out. Dietrich, and that will be a strikeout for Shoemaker. And Christian Yelich, 2 outs, and a 6-3 against a lefty. Ballpark single, 1-2, and that will be a line out to the second baseman Pennington. That'll be 1-2-3. So 0 there in the top of the first. We will go to Nicolino on the mound, the lefty, to So I got to try and keep this straight. So here we go. This is the kind of experimental lineup here for the Angels. They're going to go with Escobar at third, Pennington at second, Trout center. C.J. Cron will go out in the left field. So he's going to have the 5 E25 with a +5 arm. So we'll see how devastating this is. Sometimes you don't. Some games you don't even get a left field X. Other games you might get 2 or 3. So we'll have to see. Calhoun in right, Pujols at first, Perez catching, Simmons at short, and Shoemaker on the mound. And both pitchers have #1 hitting cards. Escobar against Nicolino, lefty here for the home, or for the visiting team on the mound. 6-8 against a right-hander, fly ball to right, 1 out. He hit a 2-run home run, Cron did. Yeah, so I mean and so it's a bad day for Giavotella to be injured, because you can see Pennington's card against a lefty. Or not injured, he's tired. So they didn't really have too many options there. Let's see, did they have any other options? No, that's it for second base. 4-5 against, batting from the right side as a switch hitter. Ground ball to third. So with 2 away, Mike Trout. Take a look at his nice little card there. Look at those hits on 1 and 6 through 8, and also all the walks in the 3 column. But it's going to come off the pitcher's card. 5-10. That's a fly ball to left, so we're through 1. No base runners yet. Alright, so let me get a drink of water here. Bought a new water bottle, heavy duty. Keeps it cold as ice. Alright. Stanton. So got to go back to the right side of the card here for Shoemaker. 4-12 against a righty. Ground ball to third. 1 out, Prado. Or not Prado, Escobar makes the play. Justin Bohr. Masher. 6-11. And against a lefty, 6-11 is a fly ball to center that is caught by Trout. 2 outs. Keep wanting to go to that left side. It's the right. Real Muto, catcher. Against a righty, 5-5, shortstop X. Simmons, 1E14. 1-1. He's going to get that ball, and I believe he'll make the play on that. 14 and a 15. 15 on the D6s. For a shortstop on a E14 is a 1-base error. So he gets the ball, but then he makes an errant throw and pulls Pujols off the bag. So brings up Ozuna with a chance possibly to, well, let's see, Shoemaker +3, Perez -2. So that's a +1. Real Muto still try to get a lead here. Add these together. 7 does not get the lead. They're going to hold him on, so it'd be a 1-12. He'll take a chance. 1-12, stolen base, without a good lead. And he gets it. Or wait a second. Hold on. My bad. I probably shouldn't have gone for the stolen base. I don't know if I can take that back now or not. He went, but I was thinking +5, but it's +1 and then -4, so that's a -3, so 11. So it's a 1-8. He's actually out. Caught stealing. End of the inning. 2-4. All right. Trying to be a little proactive here on the base paths, but all right. Bottom of the second, no score. Cron playing in left. 4-9. Against a righty. And a ground ball to third. Cole Calhoun. 3-10. That's a ground ball to short. Nicolino putting them on the ground here. Pujols, 2 outs. 2-7, and it's a ground ball to short, and that'll be another ball that Hechavarria makes a play on. And 1-2-3. Don't know if Marlins fans will be too happy about me taking a chance there with Real Muto stealing with a 1-8. But Shoemaker on the mound again, 4-8 against Ozuna, 1-9 single, and he gets it. Brings up Hechavarria. (5-3) against a righty. And there you go. Fly ball to left field X. Oh boy. 5E25. And a 20, so heck, he's going to get there. And then 13 on the E25. That's a 2-base error, though. So he gets to it, but it's going to mean that Ozuna goes to third. And the manager's already potentially ruining the thought of that. So Nicolino, not a good bunter. They're going to be playing with the infield back. They want an out, so that he's going to swing away here. Hope to get a ground ball that will equal a. So 5-7. He's hitting from the left side. 5-7. A ground ball to second. Second, they're not holding the runner on here, so that is Pennington. He's not a lead runner. So 2E4, 2-11. That's a G1. 8 on the E4 is no problem. So let's see, G1 with second and third, infield normal, runners advance. So everybody moves up one, and that will score the run. 1-0 Marlins. So now Prado. Runner at third, 1 out. 1-5 against a righty, and there's some trouble. 2-20 is a double, and that's what it will be. Walking home is Hechavarria. Manager won't be too happy about that, asking him why he isn't hustling. So 2-0 Marlins. And Dietrich up now. Runner at second. Against a lefty, 4-8. One might say, why didn't we play with the infield in with a pitcher on there? I guess we probably could have. 1-10 single. It's a 13. That'll be a line out to second. Second out. Yelich. Of course, if you get an X and then you have the infield and you hit one of those pound signs, you're in big trouble. And there's a walk. So on the 2-7, Stanton, cleanup hitter, 0 for 1. First and second. Could open this game wide open if he could get a hold of this one. 2-3, and he strikes out. That'll end the inning. Get a couple of runs. Big error by Crone. Cost him 2. Making the manager look, well, it depends. If the offense can come through here, then maybe it won't be such a bad deal to lose 2 runs if you can gain 3 or 4 because you've put in a good hitter or 2 in the lineup. Perez now, bottom of the third, 2-0 Marlins. Against a righty, 6-7. There you go. There is a 1-10 double. It's a 2, so leadoff double for Carlos Perez. And Drelton Simmons. Uh, 4-3 against a righty. Ballpark home run, 1-6. Simmons weak power though. 1-6 would be a single 2-star, would score the run. It's a 5. So that gets through. And it's going to be an RBI single for Simmons. And just like that, they bring it to within 1. 2-1 now. Nobody out. Runner at first. It's going to bring up Shoemaker. Shoemaker's running ability is standard for pitchers, 10. He is a C bunter. Well, they'll be bunting in this situation. Makes it a D. They're playing infield in. 10. That's going to be a problem. If they luck out, they'll get a chance at another one. 10. D10 is a bad. So bad means that the third baseman throws to the second baseman, fielder's choice. And that's 1 out. Basically, they trade runners. Escobar. .311. Ballpark single, 1-2. It's 5, so that'll be a line out to short, and that's the second out. And Cliff Pennington, probably should have put him further down the lineup with his proficiency against left-handed hitting. And he gets a 2-7 off of his card. That's a ground ball to short on the inning. Well, I hate to say it, but I haven't really caught much of the Maddox replay so far, so I know I'm probably a bad co-proprietor of this channel, but I guess just sometimes life catches up to you. So, but it's an interesting replay. Maddox, they were definitely a dominant team there in the 90s for a long time. So, and he was a great pitcher during that stretch. So, Bohr, 5-7 against a lefty, ground ball to second. 2-4 for Pennington, and he will just barely make that play. Got a 4, so that's 1 out. Real Muto. Another 5-7, this time against a righty. It's another second base X. Pennington, 2-4. And that's going to be a single. The old D20 is snapping at him here. And 2 low rolls in a row. So it's going to leave... Real Muto is going to try to get another lead here. He wants a stolen base after all. 9 won't be able to get it. He had 12 in 2016, so getting 4 would be pretty standard for him. Ozuna with Real Muto at first, 1 out. 1-8. And a fly, no. Pop out to short. Pop out to short. 2 outs. Hechavarria. .410, righty. Catcher X. So there is a runner at first here. Perez, 2-2. 2-7. Potential passed ball. So in this case, we go off of Shoemaker's wild pitch rating, 1-2. And he gets a 2. Oh my. That is a passed ball. And the at-bat continues for Hechavarria. Runner at second. They could extend that lead back to 2 if they can get a base hit here. 5-12 against a righty, and that's a fly ball to left. They could have walked Hechavarria to get to Nicolino, but they decided to pitch to him. And it'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Still 2-1 Marlins. So wait, so he's, yeah, well, okay. So Trout against Nicolino. For some reason, I guess I thought he was doing a Braves series, but I guess it must be Cubs. That's interesting. Nicolino, 6'7", against a righty. And there you go, 1 to 10 double. 16 this time. So Crone, Trout at first. Let's see. Nicolino not good at holding. Muramuto helps deaden some of that. He's a -2 arm, so +3. Trout will still try to get a lead here. Or we could try hitting and running with Crone. Make him a B because they're holding him on. Okay, let's do the hit and run. B hit and run. 6. So because it's a 3, we go to this and a B6, and it's a ground ball to second for the first out. Brings up Calhoun. So I guess it would make sense that he wouldn't have chosen the Braves for a replay since Baseball Demos is already doing one. That's a strikeout, 2 outs. That's okay. I'm quite often mistaken. Pujols, runner at second, Trout. And that's a 3-8. And that one is hit deep. He cracks it, and it is gone. And that is a 2-run home run for Pujols. And the Angels take a 3-2 lead. Pujols goes yard. And that puts him in the lead. 3-2. Brings up Perez with 2 outs. Big hit. Against a righty, 4-7, another single. 4th, so there's no weakness at this point. Nicolino's a 5th inning. Simmons, 3-8, another 3-8. And that's another single, but only going to be able to get the runner to second. That's going to bring up Shoemaker. 2 outs, they're going to have to let him hit. And so the old pitcher's hitting card number 1 from the right side, there is Shoemaker. And a 3-3 will be a pop out to short to end the inning. They get 2 runs on the Pujols bomb, and it's 3-2 home team. Shoemaker gets the lead now. See if he can hold on to it. Top of the 5th, 3-2. I like dabbling too, but it's just tough to find the time. So, yeah, Nicolino, they're going to have to keep him in at this point. No sense in taking him out. Lefty against righty. But a 3-7 will be a ground ball to second for the first out. Prado. And a 3-10, and he will single with 1 out. Yeah, I wish I had more. And part of it is even my downtime isn't really downtime anymore. It seems like it's just getting more and more eaten up. Dietrich with runner at first and 1 out. 1-8, strikes out. That brings up Christian Yelich. They're not going to take the bat out of his hand. 2 outs. 6-8 against a lefty, and he strikes out to end the inning. That is Shoemaker's 4th strikeout. And that is going to take us to the bottom of the 5th. 4-2 Angels. And Nicolino going to try and get through at least one more inning here. And a 3-7 against the lefty is a ground ball to Hechavarria. Tries to pull it in the hole, can't get there. Pennington 0 for 2. And against a righty, 6-9, a ground ball to short. And he's hit 3 ground balls all week. So now Mike Trout singled and scored in the 4th to start that 2-run inning. 1-7, a single. Now 2 for 3. He's going to try and catch a lead here on Nicolino. 5 or 6 would be, I guess, a 9, so that won't work. Now, that's a 3 minutes. It's going to be a 1-11 chance. He's going to still try to take a base. 1-11. And he gets there that time. And I will go through the calculation real quick. Trout stealing is a 12 on the bad lead. Nicolino +5 makes him 17. Real Muto -2 makes it 15. Held, subtract 4, 1-11, and 11 is a stolen base. So means that Crone, if he can get a single here with 2 stars, can drive him home. 2 outs. And a 1-9. And that's going to get the job done. They didn't even really need him to steal at this point. 1-9 would be a triple for Crone. And it's a 19, but it'll be a double, and that's going to score another run. At least so far, appears that it's paying dividends, bringing in Crone and Pujols in the same lineup. So with 2 outs, Cole Calhoun. This may be the end for Nicolino here pretty soon. This is his inning of weakness. 1 more hit would do it. 1 on the D20 would have been out of the inning, but instead we check for wild pitch. He's a 1-2. It's a 10, so we re-roll. 6-6 against a lefty, and that's a fly ball to center, and he will get out of the inning as Ozuna catches it. Another run. 2 out manufactured run. Stolen base and a double. And it's now 4-2 favor the Angels. Marlins will get some work in the bullpen going. And get Dustin McGowan up. And it'll be Giancarlo Stanton facing Shoemaker here in the 6th inning. Top of the 6th, 4-2. Angels on top. And a 4-6 against a righty single. Stanton doesn't run. It's going to be Justin Bour. Against a lefty, 6'5", 1-4 normal home run. And Bour, you know he has normal power. 1-4 and it would be gone, and the game would be tied. It's 18. That will be a double. And Shoemaker now in a little bit of trouble. Stanton, they're going to hold him at third with nobody out. It's going to be 2nd and 3rd, no outs. 6th inning is Shoemaker's point of weakness, and now they've got to think about getting their bullpen warming. It will be Corey Rasmus. Also have Joe Smith getting warm too. They need to get out of this jam. They're going to play with the infield. They'll play the infield back here. Concede a run to try and get an out. Here is Real Muto. And that's a 3-8. Against a righty. Ground ball to short. A. So 2nd and 3rd, infield back. Ground ball A is a 5. If the second or short, batter out. So that was 3-8, was ground ball to short, so the runners will advance. It's now 4-3. Right, let me double check. Second and third, ground ball A5. Hit second base or short. Batter out, runners advance 1 base. Okay, RBI for Real Muto, and it's now 4-3. Marcell Ozuna, 1 out. They're going to walk him intentionally. It's going to bring up Hechavarria. They're going to play infield back. Try to turn 2 here. 4-11 against a righty, and that's a walk. And that's going to bring up the pitcher spot, and we know for a fact that Nicolino is done. So they're going to go with Ichiro here. To face, and his point of weakness is now reached. They are going to have to go to the bullpen, as they are not going to test this anymore. So Shoemaker in a bit of a jam here. He's responsible for all these runners on base. They're going to go to Joe Smith. Out of the pen. And 5 1/3 for Shoemaker. Okay, so Smith against Ichiro. Bases loaded. They're going to play the infield in now. Try to cut that run off. Actually, they'll play the corners in. That hits the middle infielder they'd love to turn to. 2-5. 2-5, and Smith walks him and walks home the tying run. I guess that's why you don't intentionally walk guys. So, still the same predicament. Base is loaded, but now the game is tied up. That is an RBI for Ichiro. And Prado against Smith. Same defense. Corners will be in. 4-6 against a righty, and that is a single 2-star. That's not what the doctor ordered. 3 for 4 for Prado. In come 2 more runs, and it's now 6-4. Tried to bring in Smith to stave things off, and instead he gives up a walk and a single. And it's going to be Dietrich now. 0 for 3. But now with first and third. Again, they're going to play. They'll play the infield back here. 2-9 against a righty, and oh my goodness. 1-8 a triple. Oh, it's a 1. Triple for Dietrich. Everybody comes home. And the Marlins have put a number here on the Angels. They're going to bat around here as they bring home 6 so far, and there's still another one. 4 of those 6 charged to Shoemaker, and here's Yelich. And they're going to have to go back to the pen. And against the lefty, they're going to bring in... Probably should have done that with Dietrich, but hindsight's 20/20. Smith, what's his? Well, he doesn't have bad numbers, but Jose Alvarez. Smith doesn't record an out in 3 batters. So, not the best of days for him. And it's now going to be Yelich up against Alvarez. Lefty, lefty. Runner at third. Only one out still. They're going to be playing with the infield in. 3-7. That's a fly ball to left. That's Dietrich at third. Let's see. And the left fielder is Crone. He's a +5. They're definitely gonna send him here. 11 up to 13 +5. 1 to 18 chance that he scores. They'll throw home. That's the only thing that they really need to do here. And he scores easily. It wouldn't have mattered who was out there. So RBI for Yelich, and it is now 9-4, and it'll be Stanton. Nobody on and 2 outs. I didn't need to roll the D20 that time. That's a 3-3, and against a lefty, that is a ground ball to short. Will end the inning. So Alvarez finally puts an end to that misery. 7 runs for the Marlins as 10 come to the plate. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. And Nicolino was pinch hit for, so he will be done. They're going to bring in McGowan. Now they've got a pretty good lead. Let him pitch 2 innings, maybe 3, if he can hold up. Let's see. He's at 12. Nicolino goes 5 innings. Stands to be the victor. And let's see. What do we got here on the Marlins side? They're gonna pull a little double switch here, and you may say it's not good form to do this, but in a what looks to be a rout at this point, they're gonna go with Gillespie in right field. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And he's going to hit in the 9 hole, so right field 3E25. 3 -1. At least he's got an arm, but going to give Stanton the rest of the day off here. And they're going to put P2 right here. All right, so see if that catches any howls from the visiting crowd here. Oh, you know what? Why am I bringing in Gillespie? I could have just left Suzuki in. Too late, we're going to give him some time. So, that wasn't too smart. That's okay. That's all right. All right. Bottom of the 6th, 9-4. Pujols against McGowan. And it is a new pitcher here. 2-8, ground ball to the pitcher, 1 out. Perez, strikeout plus injury. We'll check that at the end of the inning. Simmons, 3-6. That's going to be a single. Brings up Shoemaker's. Well, not Shoemaker, it's Alvarez. They will go ahead and hit with Choi here against McGowan. So Simmons at first, 2 outs. Can Choi bring him back to life here where they need a 3 and a high number on the sixes. And I get a 3-3 instead, but that's a walk. So that brings up Escobar with 2 on and 2 out. Can they do something here and maybe get themselves back into this game? Another 3-3, and that's a strikeout. So let's see. Perez, we got to roll for his injury. 8 for a batter is a 1-game injury, and he has to. He can stay in the game. The 1 through 3 is stay in the game, so he will. But we're going to put down here Perez, 1 game. Okay. But he will be able to remain in the game, but he won't be able to start in game 2. It'll be Soto. All right, top of the 7th. Alvarez was hit for, so they're going to go to Rasmus. Corey Rasmus. Such a skanky sounding name. Corey Rasmus. So, Bohr against the righty Rasmus. Against the lefty, a 5-4 short fly ball to center field X. Trout 1E5, and he'll make the play. Real Muto 6-5. That was a weird throw against a righty shortstop X. Simmons 1E14. He'll make the play. And one more out to go here for Rasmus. Get through this top of the 7th. Azuna 3-2. Hit by a pitch. Trying to send a little bit of a signal here, maybe. Hechavarria. 3-10. And 3-10. 1-13 is a double. Right on the money. And 2 stars, so only can advance to third. It'll be Gillespie in his first at bat. See if he can bring home one or both of these runs. 2-4, pops out to short. Just for giggles here, Ichiro, what was that? 3-2-4. Fly ball to left. So would have been the final out. All right. 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. For it's root for the Angels, I guess. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out, and it is gone. Pennington, solo home run to lead off the bottom of the 7th, and the Angels aren't dead yet. Inspired by the vocalist taking his turn at the mic on that rousing rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, takes McGowan out of the park, and it's now 9-5. 4-run lead now. Mike Trout at the plate against a righty, 4-8, and he strikes out. Do you pay? Can you get me my what do you call that? Work permit or whatever? Crone 6-7 against a righty. Ground ball to second. All right, that is Dietrich 40-10. 4-14. I think he makes that play. He does. 2 outs. Cole Calhoun. Unless you have a way to like Skype me in. I think you're way overseas, right? Nobody on base. I don't need to be rolling that. 2-6. Now there is. Single. This will likely be McGowan's last inning. So Pujols with a runner at first. Calhoun, not much of a runner. He'll try to get a lead here. Why not? Needs a 5, doesn't get it. Gets a 12 instead. 11 would have got him out, so kind of lucky there. So Pujols, 5-4, righty. Need a 1 or a 2 on the single to keep this inning going. And the ballpark single, that's a line out short. All right, they do pick up a run. It's now 9-5. Sniffing around. David Phelps. Is he available for the Marlins? Absolutely. He's going to be next up. I'll probably ask him to go 2 innings. And let's see. So Rasmus, he is still fine to go here. And it'll be top of the order, Prado against Rasmus. 3-8. Top of the 8th, it is 9-5, the visitors, and what do we say, a 3-8. It's a fly ball to center, that's 1 out. Derek Dietrich tripled his last time up, 111. This time he nubs it back to the pitcher. Rasmus takes it easy on that one. Makes doubly sure he makes the play on it. Against the lefty, 5-7, and out of breath from making the play, draws the walk, and now it is the pitcher spot, so that will mean the end for McGowan. And going up against a righty, all they have are right-handed bats. Let's give Rojas a turn. Miguel Rojas. 4-run lead. Let's see, Yelich with Rasmus hold rating. He's going to try to get a lead here. Needs a 4 or a 5. Gets a 7, so does not get it. So here's Rojas with 2 outs. And a 3-7, that's going to be trouble. That's a single, 2 stars. It's going to be first and third. And it'll bring up Bohr. 1 more hitter walk, and Rasmus will be weakened. Trying to get him through this inning here. 2 outs, 4-7. Against the lefty, another walk. Loads the bases. They're going to let him face Real Muto weakened. Hit one of those dots and 2 runs will score. So infield back, Real Muto, 6-6 against a righty, and another walk for Rasmus. And just asking a lot out of him at this point. Another run in. It's 10-5. Ozuna. The Angels now are going to get Javi Guerra stirring around here. He's going to face Ozuna. 2 outs. Again, bases loaded. 6-9 against a righty, and that's a single. And we're going to bring Rasmus out now. That's the 6-9. It's a dot. Tempting fate for too long. And that's going to be it. Manager trying to go easy on the rest of the bullpen and use Rasmus in a way that he gets a couple innings out of him, and instead he screws the pooch on that one. Okay. You got the pitcher hitting third. Garrett, he's going to go more than an inning here, so we're going to Move Crone to first base in the, what is this, the 8th. And they're going to have Giovanni Soto. Oh wait, no. My bad. Not Soto. Got my wires crossed here. They're going to have Rafael Ortega. Play left field. And Pujols will come out of the game. Okay, so gotta do a little juggling act here. Pujols out, and I gotta get Crone. He's a 4E10 at first base. Okay, so there we go, a little double switch. Takes some time. So first and third, 2 outs. Hechavarria against Guerra. 3-9, 1-5 home run. Uh-oh. 25% chance. Is Hechavarria going to go yard here? Nope. Fly ball left. That's a 10. Fly ball to left will end the inning. So Guerra catches a break. They get another 3 runs here. It's now 12. 12-5. Phelps comes in now. McGowan goes 2 innings. Phelps 12. Okay, so here we go. Perez, Simmons, and Ortega against the righty Phelps. It's going to be a pop out to second for the first out. 1 out, 1 down. Got a very bad connection at the moment, so sorry about that. Hopefully it clears up soon. Simmons, bottom of the 8th. You just need anything to get going here. 6-6 against the righty, strikes him out. That brings up Ortega. And a 3-7 is a single. And Escobar will come in here to try and keep this inning alive. 2 down, runner on first. Against a righty, 4-5, strikes him out. 2-8. 12-5. Marlins up by a touchdown. And Guerra will come back out here. He's going to face Gillespie for a second time. Against a righty, 6-3. Fly ball to left field, X. And this time it's going to be Ortega, 3E10. 3 and a 9. And he's going to get there and make the play. Let's see, what is that, E10? For Ortega, let's check that. 12 on an E10. Makes the play. Okay. Good show there. Prado. Against a righty, 6-7. Ground ball to second base. That is Pennington, 2E4. We've seen that before. And there's another single. Man. They had 2 that just got by him. Dietrich now. One 7 hit by pitch. They're just going to ride Guerra here. They need to get him through this inning. Yelich now first and second. Against a lefty, 4-10. Ground ball to second base, A. That is a gift. 4-6-3. That gets him out of it. So, bottom of the 9th, 12-5. not quite a foregone conclusion, but we're running out of time here for the Angels. Pennington now. What do we got here left in the tank here? We got the Soto, Gentry, and Javatella. All right, they're going to go with Javatella here. Pull out some stops. Against Phelps, 3-7, has a ground ball to short. That's the first out. Mike Trout, 2 for 4, 2 singles, 2 runs, not enough so far. Against a righty, 6-10, ground ball to Hechavarria, 1E16, and he just barely gets that one. Let's check. Well, he gets to it. 1 and a 2, but nobody on base. It bails him out there, and then 7. On the D6s with an E16. Makes the play. 2 outs. 2 for 5 for Trout now on the day. And Crone. 3-3. That's a ground ball to second. Dietrich up with it. Throws to first. And the ball game is over. Beats him by just a step or 2. No problems. 1-2-3 inning for Phelps. And a big win here for the Marlins. Big win as far as a big blowout in a way. Not too big, but 12-5. Victory goes to Justin Nicolino. First start of the season, goes 5 innings. Doesn't have to do much. He does give up 4 runs in the process, but when it comes right down to it, his offense bailed him out, taking advantage of some suspect defense and some pitching that just couldn't hold up long enough. So maybe the manager will think twice about using that defensive alignment. We'll have to see. I don't know is it all's on Crone though. They had some other issues. Shoemaker had some walks, and that can hurt you. So let me check the comments here real quick. My Kindle went down, so we're almost at the hour mark here. And let's see. Well, we got a bunch of comments here tonight. That's good. Sorry I missed most of them. I was trying to somewhat race through this, and it's kind of nice to hit have a 17 run output game and still have 6 pitching changes and almost said PISS changes. Pitching changes, 6 of them, and still get through in under an hour. That's kind of a nice push there. I think I saw Phanomatic. Hello, Phanomatic. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Ken. Anybody who I haven't acknowledged, hello. Yeah, I get so ingrained in this that I try not to get too caught up in reading too much, because I don't want to get distracted from the primary goal, which is to finish a game and to finish it well and accurately. So it is nasty here in Delaware. It's like just 80-90% humidity, and it just feels warm. It should rain. I don't know if it's going to, but yeah, so this closes out May 15th in the TBL version 2.0. Just as a recap, I can do this real quick. Obviously, tonight's game, the Marlins defeat the Angels and run the record to 8-5. Angels dropped to 5-8 on this 12-5 victory. Athletics That's the wrong sheet for the Athletics. They're on the back side of this, so give me a moment. Athletics fall to the Pirates 9-4. It's pretty common anymore that the Pirates do their thing. So they're now 10-3. The Athletics dropped to 8-5 into a tie with the Marlins. Mets lose to the Yankees. We saw that the other night, 6-5. So the Yankees now 7-6, and the Mets 6-7. Obviously, these teams will play two more games against each other, so that will give them all a chance maybe to flip-flop things and maybe come out on the good for those. Baltimore defeats the Tigers 7-6. Kind of turned things around a bit for them. They were scuffling around. They made a mockery of their series against the Athletics, and so the Orioles now get their record back up to 5-8. Detroit at 3-10, looking pretty abysmal right now. They need, and they're going to get a Villas back. Haven't gotten much pitching. So, and is there one other game? Oh yeah, Padres lose to the Blue Jays 4-2. So the Padres drop to 6-7, Blue Jays 7-6. So still everybody's kind of in a sort of a schmozzle, so to speak, right around 500. I think that's going to be a lot of teams this season. I think you'll probably even see Pittsburgh and Detroit kind of, go, kind of meet in the middle eventually. Just because I think that's the way it's going to go. You see, same thing with, like the Athletics. Yankees and Mets have been right around there. You look like, the Mets look like they're going to be strong, and then they kind of hit a rough patch, and then they're going to probably hit a nice strong patch here eventually. So just can't get too down in this season if you're a fan of one of these teams, because that's just baseball. We saw it some in the first version of the TBL. Royals got off to a sluggish start, and they eventually wound their way back to the wild card spot, if you want to call it that, number 4 seed. So, I don't think there's any real dominant team here, which is good. I mean, Pittsburgh so far dominant, but like I said, I think it's real early, and they've faced Oakland now 4 times, and they're gonna get 2 more of them right now. So they're a little skewed right now. Pittsburgh's also faced Toronto, who hasn't played well. The Yankees, they did okay. Then they faced the Padres too. So it's weak schedule so far. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Just looking forward to kind of getting these things uploaded here. I'm going to be taking a few days off, so got some stuff planned with the family. So I'm going to be offline for a couple days. I got a meeting tomorrow and then a bunch of other stuff going on. So I really just going to be having to ask Tabletop Earl to man the fort here and keep bringing you guys stuff. Because I mean, his projects are great, and I'm sure you guys will be just plenty entertained with his myriad of baseball goodness, simulation goodness. So, and you've got other channels out there, whether you're into the tabletop, you got baseball demos, and we've had more channels in the past. I saw Phantomatic there. I'd love to see him or Espo, or there's RNGIDP. He's been playing his season, but I think he has maybe had a little tough time getting interest in the YouTube channel there. So that's unfortunate, but just keep at it, guys. Keep playing your projects. I know some of you are playing Pine Tar, some of you are playing Strat, some of you are playing Atba. Just keep at it. Don't get discouraged. I know the channels are... yes, he does. That's right, Derek. Craig at RNGIDP. He does he tweets out, I think, all of his score sheets. So if you want to pay attention, his league is weird in a cool way, which is that he just randomized everybody, and so he's playing full season. I don't think he's going 162 games, but he's playing all 30 teams, but they're all randomized as far as positions and pitchers and all that stuff. So you're really talking fresh teams, and see what happens with that. But just I just keep trying to encourage everybody who's whether you have a channel or not. I mean, we had Stratomatic Delaware on here too, and there was Henry Berta. I haven't seen too much of his videos lately. I really just hope that we can foster a community here. It's still growing. Oh, he did? Oh, okay. Maybe I'll have to do a little searching then. But yeah, we just got to keep supporting each other. It's it's not easy when you're starting out here with a certain number of followers and people who come in to the games. Of course, it's about playing out these series, but being able to broadcast these things, it takes time and an effort and some intentionality, and I really think that kudos to those of you who have started up channels, and I really hope that you guys can get back to them. I miss those other channels as much as I have a tough time scheduling watching them, but I know the rest of you guys do too, and anybody who's watching, you won't be able to see the comments from the live stream here, but there's been a lot of comments on here that have said, it'd be great to continue having more games and other projects that will, just keeps everything moving along here. So, yeah, I was telling my wife the other day that when I look tired, I do have like the circles, but I have this like little crease here that forms, and I start looking like. So, yeah, it's kind of showing at this point. But yeah, I wouldn't say I'm burning the candle at both ends, but I need a little rest. So I'm going to get a couple days here of respite, and everybody can use that on occasion. We get wrapped up in these projects, and that's why I've juggled the projects some, but you really need to find a way to keep it fresh. You can juggle projects to keep it fresh, but too much, I do feel like too much of one thing, and I've been really pounding on this particular project. So we've been hitting it hard, but anyway, we'll see. Once I get back to doing videos, I might do a little switch over to some Phillies, or I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll go back to what I was doing before with History Maker. I really feel like I almost need to do something that's like itchy nose. Something that's like basic strat. Something that I can rock out a video in like a half an hour or 45 minutes and make it a little more lively, and with DHs. So, all right. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Angels fall to the Marlins 12-5. Nicolino gets his first win, and we are going to sign off. Thanks for watching the Tabletop Baseball channel. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We'd love it. We'd love to be able to give you immediate notifications when we're on the air. You can interact in our live rooms chatting here. If you could like the videos, that would be awesome. If you're getting a lot out of them, just keep supporting this channel as we keep trying to build the community of Stratomatic players, and try to harvest new ones out there who can keep this great game going. And comment if you have any questions about the game we just played, and or any thoughts about what's happened. So thanks a lot, guys. Good night. Have a great day. And Strat on. Till next time. Adios.